Program of inquiry. Who we are. I mean who we are because no matter that we have different skin color or believe in different things, we are still humans and we can't really change it. My central idea is existential influences challenge humankind. Why did I choose that? Because we need to act responsible to change our life in a better way, or otherwise it will be challenging for us. We can encourage each other to make the world a better place. And because people around us can make our life challenging by bullying us, so acting racist. Learner profile, open-minded and caring. I chose this because if we are open-minded, we're not bullying others because of their difference, and we're not scared to go out because we are different, and caring because we need to care and respect other people no matter of their nationality. Key concepts, responsibility and change. Lines of inquiry. How racism and bullying affect our daily life. It's for change because affect is a different word for change. And responsible choices and actions solve the problem. It's for responsibility. LTL skills. Respecting others and supporting others. Because we should respect and support others no matter what is their nationality or culture. Related concepts, discrimination and equality, because racism is discrimination and equality it's kind of equality is just freedom, and that means that we're all equal, so we're not, because we're different, that doesn't mean that we're less worth. What is racism? Racism is any kind of discrimination that is connected with difference. There are many types of discrimination. When people hear word racism, usually they are thinking about people with black skin getting bullied with people with white skin, but they don't always focus on that it may change and people with white skin may be bullied by people with black skin. History of racism. Racism started mostly in America, where people from other countries were their slaves. They were working on farms or at works that are dangerous, hard to do, like mining or doing work on high places, with low quality equipment they used. With the time, they decided that people with black skin may work better and they are different, so they should not be treated the same. They had different skin color and believe in different things. So they felt they can't be treated the same, but it wasn't only for people from different countries, it was also about Black Americans. Types of racism. Representational racism. That means that people think that if someone is different, they are bad people and they can't be trusted. Ideological racism. That means that if someone believes in something different, he or she is a bad person. Interactional racism. That means the people think that if someone is different, have different skin color, believe in different things, are scary and should be scared of themselves, like live in fear. Institutional racism. That means that people think that if someone from someone's environment or family did something bad or illegal, they will repeat their action. Structural racism. That means that people think that because someone is poor, they're bad people, they can't be trusted, and they are scary, they are different, they are bad people, and you shouldn't treat them the same. And systemic racism. That means that the law is created in one way, so it's good only for one group of people, like for example, for white people or black people, and it's not easy for other people. So for example, say people with white skin have worse housing, or people with black skin have worse schools. Why are people racist? Usually people don't like someone's religion, or they just don't accept someone's skin color. That means that they just don't accept different people. People say that being different is scary and something you should be scared of. That means that this is a kind of defense. It doesn't sound bad to defend yourself, but this kind of defense may hurt other people in physical way and like hurt them and emotionally, so they can have physical problems. How racism can be dangerous. Racism is bullying and discrimination, so that means that it's a kind of hate speech. Many bad things happen because of because of bullying, so the same things can happen because of racism. Racism can be just a few words that we don't even notice, but it may turn even into very strong words that may be very painful emotionally and cause, for example, depression or other health problems. What organizations are fighting against racism? National Association, NAACP, Black Health Project, KIND, Color of Change, and ENA. This is a link to my essay where I explained more about racism than I explained just now. My interview questions were, where have you experienced racism the most? When it happened? Can you say how many people were active? For what reason people were active in racism, and what happened? Where have you experienced racism the most? Answer was in Africa, in Namibia and Botswana. Those are two countries in Africa. What happened? People were saying nasty things, didn't let us go into some places, or were looking at us in a weird way. Like they would be scared of us. So they were looking at them with fear. Why people were active in racism? Mostly because of our skin color, because in Botswana and Namibia, people have black skin and we have white. When did it happen? From 2011 to 2018, we have faced racism many times. I asked this question because I wanted to know that maybe it could change over like a long time, but it was only 3 years and I have experienced racism 1 year ago, so it couldn't really change in 3 years. Can you say how many people were active? Usually it was a small group of people, but sometimes when one person saw someone being racist, they joined, so it was more and more people. But probably they didn't realize that it was bad, or if they realized, probably they were thinking, if you can do it, I can do it as well. My survey. Have you ever experienced racism? 9% said maybe, 36 yes, and no, 55. Luckily, over half of people who did my essay didn't really experience racism, and that's good, but still people have experienced racism. Does racism affect your life? I have the same answers like to the question before, and people who answered maybe to both of these questions probably meant like maybe they had experienced racism, but they don't really remember. Do you think that racism is a big problem? Obviously, everyone answered yes because it's a large problem around the world. On what continent racism is the biggest issue in your opinion? Most of people said in North or South America, 67%. It's probably because of history of racism that I mentioned before. 22% of people said Africa and 11 Europe. Do you know any types of racism? If yes, type them in. those are the answers that I get. Color racism, racism because of culture, skin color, gender, religion, difference in general, racism because of gender, skin, religion, skin color, and sexual orientation, Black Lives Matter, women's rights, insulting because of looks, skin color and gender, culture, skin color, look. So that means that most of people know the kind of racism because of color. They know color racism mostly. And what's your gender? 18% was men, 70 women, and 1% of people said prefer not to say. And I asked this question because maybe if I would have the same amount of men and women, I could give more information and get more information, but it didn't happen. This is my model. It's an open hand with different skin colors. And here I explain my model. My action. For my action, I made a big poster which I put it next to the main entrance and a bucket full of fabric scraps. And they were different colors. How I want to fight against racism by my action. By tying a fabric scrap on the railing of the stairs, you can show that you stand for equality, like you can prove it. Why? I wanted to do something physical so everybody can take part in it. And here on the right, there is a picture of my poster with me on it. How did I inform people about my action by this video?
When you play the videos, we can't hear them. I don't know if you can hear them.
I can hear them, but I have to stop
presentation
sharing.
try to change some settings so that
Yeah, I know.
the viewers can also hear it.
Okay, thank you. I forgot about it. And so I can explain it by myself. So I informed people by a video where I explained how my action will work. And because probably you didn't hear about the model, so I painted every finger with different skin color to show that all of us, we are equal. And down there it says, please stop racism in red. And I did it with hot glue gun to make it 3D. And here it says freedom, and on the other side it says I'm free. And in the video I just explained how do I want people to take part in my action. And my action in action were people from our school were tying the knots on the railing of the stairs. And those are my sources. Thank you. That's all. Thank you. Any advice or comments or questions?
I would like to ask, do you think Sweden is a racist country? And what about your home country, Poland? Can you compare those two? Do you think any of them are racist?
I will not say that our country is racist, but I'm pretty sure that you can find some people that will act racist in both of countries.
Thank you. That was a great presentation. Excellent work.
Thank you.